Hi, Brad Drummer here, and this is my lovely wife, Melani.
Hi.
We're so happy to be back to the NFL PA's Summer Getaway Former Players Virtual Edition. We are in a hotel filming a traveler's guide to improvisational massage, episode 1, the hotel room. Now, Melani has no idea what we're doing here. So she's learning everything just like you about how to find places and things in a hotel room to help you massage each other. Now, before we get started, we're going to settle in, and then I'm going to go on a little scout of the hotel room to see what is available to us to give massage. And then we're going to come back and go on a scavenger hunt. So I've gone on my scouting trip. Now I'm going on my scavenger hunt for the items that we're going to use in our massage. First, I need those 2 pillows, please. Thank you. Put these here. Next, we're going to go into the bathroom. Now, we've already set out some of our toiletries. We brought a bar of soap because the bathroom soaps are usually tiny. So grab your bar of soap if it's not tiny. A deodorant has a great round edge, most of them. Grab one of those if you have them. I'm also going to take a hand towel. I'm going to put them out here with my little pile of items that we found in the hotel room so far. Next, follow me. And in here, we have lovely chairs, slightly backed, but still has the openness there. Perfect. And a pillow. A long pillow that would be great to use under a person's knees. One more item. I need a bath towel. There we go. A bath towel. Here's our collection. And now let's get started. Now take your hand towel and find yourself a sink, and you're going to wet it. You don't want it to be wringing wet. You don't want it to be dripping. But make sure it's moist the whole way through. Okay. Most hotel rooms have microwaves. So go to your microwave, and you're going to heat up the towel for, I'd say, no more than 50 seconds. Once the hot towel is hot, have your partner sit in that chair and ask her to move her hair, put it up, if she could. There you go. And if you could, please remove your earrings. Thank you. Put the nice warm towel around her neck. Okay. Now you're just going to let the heat soak in by squeezing and squeezing and squeezing. Not too hard, just like you're kneading dough. Now we don't want the towel to get cold. So when you sense that the towel is losing its heat, you're going to take it off. Now we're going to have your partner lean forward and put her face exactly onto the pillow. This has opened up her whole back for you. Remember that deodorant I asked you to get? This is going to save your thumbs. You use this almost as if you're applying or writing your name or drawing on a person's back. You just have to be careful not to run along the spine. But pretty much everywhere else, you can run this along as if you are drawing. If you want, you can put your other hand on top of it and just pulsate in one spot. Let's say one person has a very sore shoulder on the right side. You just pulsate it to them. Baby, is that okay?
Yeah.
Feel good?
It's good.
It's great. She's like, why didn't you do this to me at home?
Yeah.
There you go. And again, draw some more. You can go all over. All right. Now I'm going to have Melani give me a massage.
All right, now I'm going to give it a try and do what Brad just did to me. So let's see how it goes. All right, put your hand in front of you. There we go. All right, so I'm going to take it and I'm going to draw like this. How does that feel? Is that good?
Feels great.
Okay. Is there any way you want me to focus on?
No, you feel great.
Okay.
Is that hard on your hand?
No, no. Even if I had to put pressure on it, it's good.
It feels awesome.
Because I can usually massage him for about 5 seconds before I get cramp in my thumb. There you go.
Oh, I love it when you do that. That's great.
Okay.
Oh. For the next improvisational massage, you're going to use your chair, your pillow, and your bar of soap, or the deodorant that we used before. Now, some chairs don't have an open back like this. If it's a flat back with no opening, then turn it to the side and you can still have the feet sticking off the edge of the chair. This is important because oftentimes trying to give a foot massage, you're trying to hold the foot up, and it's very awkward and very hard to do. This puts the feet right there for you. And the bar of soap or the deodorant takes care of the smelly feet. Now, often people have ticklish feet. They're especially ticklish if you touch them with little pieces of pressure and little fingertips, or if you rub your fingers up and down. So you want to avoid doing that. The bar of soap or the deodorant helps you to do that because it spreads out the pressure over a much broader area. Therefore, it's not ticklish. Another thing with the bar of soap, it's going to protect your fingers. The bottom of the foot is very thick. Sometimes it's even calloused. And it's very hard to get enough pressure in there to actually make a difference, okay? But with the bar of soap, you can lean into the pressure. And I'm not even using my wrist or my arm muscles. I'm just leaning in. Another thing that you can do is just put the bar of soap against and then use your hand to pull her foot onto the bar of soap. So it's sort of curling around the pressure. How does that feel? Feels good. And one more thing that you can do is go through the meridian. So you have meridians that run through each of the toes. And it's always great to run through the meridians because if you stimulate a meridian, you're stimulating more than just a foot. You're actually stimulating all of the different points of the body that's associated with that meridian. So it's sort of like you're giving them a full body massage by just doing their feet. Okay, now Melani's going to try it and see if she can do this to me.
Okay, so I'm going to give it a bet, but probably like you ladies, your men have massive feet, so it's going to take a little bit more work than my little dainties. Okay, so here we go. How's that feel?
That's awesome.
Is that good? All right, now I'm going to go up the meridian. And then if I turn it this way, if I turn it this way, I'm going to go up that meridian you were talking about.
Yeah.
There we go.
Great.
And it takes care of the stinky smell. Uses.
Try curling my toes around.
Okay, yeah.
So.
That?
Yeah.
Just pushing down and pushing in at the same time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That feels good.
Oh.
Did you hear the crack?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
So here we are in the bathroom with our towel, our pillow, and these safety bars. There are safety bars all through hotel rooms. Luckily, we have a wheelchair accessible shower, and there's extra safety bars in this shower. We're going to make use of them. We're going to be doing something that normally is a little bit dangerous, but is so effective, especially for women trying to massage massive men. This just uses your weight and your feet to massage very deeply. Melani's going to be coming in. She's going to hold on to these safety bars so she has her balance, and she's going to walk all over my back. Just be careful. Again, do not walk straight onto the spinal cord, but feel free to walk up and down the back. I'm going to lay down now. Okay, we are ending on the bed. I'm going to have you take that cushion we found in the scavenger hunt and put it underneath your partner's feet so that it's taking the pressure off the arch of her foot. And I'm going to show you ways that you can help your partner without hurting yourself at all, completely safe. The first thing I just started doing is rocking your partner. And you can use your weight to do it, so even if the person's very, very large, using your weight puts enough of a rock into it. See how it comes back and forth. I'm not even pushing her, and she's still rocking. Go down the person's body, do the legs. And you can vary it. You can make it fast, or you can be small, like the waves coming in. They get smaller and smaller, and then a big wave comes in. Rocking is one of the most amazing things for your health. And not only is it nurturing, it brings a sense of peace. And really, the last time we really felt safe, completely safe, with completely not lonely, completely loved, was when we were surrounded in water or fluid in our mom's womb. And a lot of people think that's why rocking has such a powerful effect on our nervous system and our psyche. Now, if I'm working on someone very large, very strong muscles, a linebacker, even my fingers, they start aching after a while. But if I start pounding on somebody, I can hurt somebody that's much smaller than me too. So you don't want to do that as well. However, if you put your hand down on the person and you pound on your hand, you're sending shock waves through the person and you're not using blunt force against the person. In fact, this feels awesome on my fingers and my hands. It's like I'm giving myself a massage. And this is safe enough to go anywhere on the body. Just be, again, careful when you go over the spinal cord, but as long as you are just hitting your hand, it's even safe to go there. I call this negative energy buffering. You can use it down the legs, anywhere. Now, your hand is relaxed against the person's body. If you want, you can massage while you're pounding on the hand. So I'm massaging while I'm doing the tapotement on top of my hand. How does that feel, babe? Great. There's one more thing I want to show you on this side of the bed. It's very easy, very safe. It's using your fist and your knuckles. And you're just leaning. You're going to lean. I'm going to lean. I'm going to lean. Okay, now I'm going to move my hips and look what's happening to my fist. Moving my hips, changing the pressure that my body is leaning against the person, your partner. How does that feel, baby? Not so good?
No, it feels great.
Oh, feels great, she said. Just lean. I like to rock also when I'm using this technique. So I'm not just pushing, I'm rocking. I'm letting her push me back. You don't have to be very large at all to do any of these things. Now I'm going to ask her to do the same thing to me.
All right, here we go. It's my turn. And I'm definitely not good at massaging and get cramps really quickly. So I'm hoping that this is not going to cramp my hands up. All right, so I'm going to start off with the rocking. Is that right?
Good.
No, this is good. Try rocking this way? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is manageable. Okay, now I'm going to try hitting my hand. Just like that. Is my hand in a fist the one that's hitting down?
Doesn't hurt.
No.
Really good.
Right there?
Yeah, right there. Is that hard on you?
It's okay. I think it, depending on how hard I'm hitting myself, but it's a good. I can do this.
Did you take your rings off?
No? Take your rings off, girls. How's that? All right, and now I'm gonna try with the knuckles. So I'm gonna just put them in the lower back. You definitely need to take your rings off on this one. So I'm just gonna do this like I'm kneading dough.
You can do that, or you can just there you go.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I got it. Oh, that's a lot easier.
Oh, that feels so good down there. That feels great on the eye.
Yeah, coming down the side here. Okay,
How was that for you?
that was good. Definitely take your rings off, but otherwise that was good.
Now we've moved to the other side of the bed so that we have access to the other side of the body. This time we're going to take our deodorant again, and we're going to use it all over the body instead of just on the shoulders. Again, you can draw like you are drawing on a chalkboard. You can pulse. How's that feel?
I like that.
You like that? Good. Now here's something. You can keep it in one space and just circle it. Do circular motion. Circular motion. And you can do this all over the body too. Just be careful when you're in below the rib cage and above the hip that you don't sink in too deep. And also, stay away from the spinal cord when you have a hard object like this. Good. You can do long strokes down the whole body and back up again. How's that feel?
Oh, that is fit.
Great. Good. There we go. And in the calves. This can be intense in the calves. Good. And again, this, my hands, I'm feeling no pain at all. No effort. Great. I'll put this aside. One more thing I want to show you. Her head here is great access for you to give scalp massage. Now, scalp massage, the best thing to do is to pull towards you and then rake away. What you don't want to do is shove their face into the bed, all right? So you're pulling away and then you're raking down, pulling away. So you're not pushing down. You can go into the neck, okay? Good. Now, even with the scalp massage, sometimes your fingers start getting tired. What do? You're not going to use the deodorant on their head. Put one hand on their scalp, put the other hand directly over the fingers, okay? And use the top fingers to give you strength. You don't even have to squeeze if you want to just lean a little bit, okay? now you have one hand with the strength of two hands. And it makes it very easy. I could do this all day. How's that feel? Feels good? Don't forget the sides, around the ears. And then if you want to go to the top, this is really, really important, and it's a great way to end the whole session because you're laying on a bed now, you put them relaxed, you're stimulating blood flow to the head, they're going to be very sleepy, and all she needs to do is just roll over and fall asleep now.
Okay, so I'm ready. I've got my handy dandy deodorant and I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna stay away from your spine and I'm just gonna do some little movements. Circles. The circle's good.
So good.
This is no, I was just gonna say, just pushing against you. I'm not actually doing anything. I'm just really holding it against you. Am I pushing too hard?
No, I mean that's yeah, I think that.
Yeah.
Usually people.
Okay. I'm gonna try and do a one from here all the way down. Just for extra measure. Okay, is that good? All right, I'm gonna put this down. I'm gonna come around here to your head. I'm gonna pull away and then rake it forward. Like that? Okay.
See if you can give your fingers a rest, but
Okay. So I just put them directly on top of each other and do the same thing. Oh, I see what you mean.
what do you do?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we hope that you've enjoyed this traveler's guide to improvisational massage, the hotel room. It's very important. I'm glad that the NFLPA has asked us to do this because we've all traveled a lot and we've gotten into hotel rooms too late at night to even think about calling a massage therapist. And aside from being really fun to do together, it's really helpful and is sometimes necessary that we do this for each other. So I hope this helped. I hope you had fun and we hope to see you again soon.